All right, hello, Baddy Smash. Just real quick, doing a mic check. You hopefully are seeing a blank screen, hearing from me. Real quick, I got everything set up right here. If I could just get a confirmation chat that you guys are here. All right, cool. Yeah, guys. So real quick, before we started top eight tonight, I just wanted to take a chance while we had some spotlight. Since we are going to be, preparing for Baddy Smash on hiatus after tonight, I wanted to take a chance to shout out some people that were not just involved with this season, but some people that have been involved with Baddy Smash over the last 3 years that we've been doing this. So, um, yeah, so that's we're gonna run through that real quick, and then we'll get on to top eights. So let's begin. I really specifically I wanted to start this by shouting out streamers. Uh, it is a huge commitment to stream Baddy Smash. I think it's a bit more than some people give it credit for. Most of the people that stream, you have to block out an entire night, one night of the week, sometimes for months at a time. And I really wanted to shout out the early season guys, especially Zed specifically, as well as Tree. If you go back to like Baddy Smash 1, Zed was streaming literally every match every week. That was, he's committing an entire night every week of his free time to just make this stream happen. And then Zed and Tree kind of splitting the earlier seasons after that, back when we had our whack 3-month seasons, 12 weeks for Baddy Smash 2, I believe it was. It was a huge amount of time invested from these guys. And ultimately, like, the Baddy Leagues do not work without a stream. We would not still be here if it weren't for these guys and all the help they put in seasons. So I really wanted to give them a shout out, as well as some of the guys that have been running the stream in the more recent seasons. Obviously, Zed was helping with the stream until very recently. I eventually got the hardware and started doing some of it myself. And then Albino Joe and Duds were able to come in and join us in some of the most recent seasons. So thank you so much to everyone that's been involved with the stream. It is by far the thing I stress the most about is who is running the stream. Because if the stream is bad, everything is bad for Baddy Smash as far as I'm concerned. And we've fortunately been blessed with some pretty good streamers over the last 3 years. So thank you again to everyone that's been one of the streamers. On a lesser note, but still very vital, I want to shout out all the commentators. I've got myself, Albino Joe, Slade, Zed, probably the people everyone first thinks of when I mention the voice of Baddy Smash. But also guys like Thrifty and Tree from the early seasons, KK, Chai, Duds, Candy Blaze in the more recent seasons, and even guys like D3 and Wang from the really early seasons who had a few games here and there. We've generally had some pretty good commentary in Baddy Smash, which has been really awesome. There's some benefit to having done these events for so long, is that we have some people with a lot of commentary experience by now. But I think what kind of in line with the stream stuff is the stream is a lot more fun when the commentators aren't dog shit, and we've generally had some pretty good commentary. And once again, these are people that are committing, multiple hours of their weeknights when they could be doing other things to keep the stream running and keep things entertaining and fun. And once again, without a good stream, there is no Baddy League. So thank you to everyone that's been involved with the commentary. I want to give a shout out to the content creators who I know have put in some really obscene amounts of work behind the scenes just to kind of build the hype around Baddy Smash over the years. So if we go back, we had the Cup of Joe and Tea, the pre-show from seasons 2 and 3 with Mecha T and Albino Joe. I know there was an insane amount of work that went in behind the scenes, especially from Mecha T to make that run. We had the Baddy Cafe podcast in seasons 4 and 5 from Chai and Albino Joe. We had the Baddy Recap podcast this season with Slade and Blaze. Once again, I know a lot of work was going in behind the scenes with these. There's a reason why Blaze and Slade have only been putting it out every few weeks instead of weekly. We've also had Baddy Smash, the weekly highlight videos, or various types of highlight videos that KK and Candy have done, as well as just anyone else who has made content at any point for Baddy Smash. Part of the fun of Baddy Smash is always just taking things a little too seriously and going a little too hard. And I think we all kind of collectively, when some people are putting in that effort, it's kind of contagious. And I think everyone has enjoyed these events, these seasons of Smash more because of this. So thank you so much to everyone that has put in any time making content related to Baddy Smash. And thank you to the players. Obviously, we would not have a league without people signing up. I think we're at something like 70 unique players over the 6 seasons of Baddy Smash. So whether you've played in one season or you've played in all 6 or anywhere in between, if you have played and you have kept playing, we have tried really hard to keep the spirit of the Baddy League alive in a 1v1 league. And I'm pretty happy with the point we got to with Baddy Smash. So shout out to everyone who has ever played in Baddy Smash, past or present. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to all our champions. Run back through our results real fast. We had Duds, our Season 1 champion, who you may forget it. Duds actually won the damn Baddy Smash once. We had Coolx from Baddy Smash 2 along with the rest of our top 24 here. We had AJS0 winning in Season 3. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, we had KK was our champion from Season 3 along with our top 16. And KK was our champion from Season 4 along with the rest of our top 8. And KK was our champion for Season 5 along with the rest of our top 8. Obviously, the reason we run all this is eventually to crown a champion. And so congratulations to everyone that has finished at the top of the league every season. And I really look forward to adding another one of these images tonight. And then a real quick, just a what's next for Team Swain. I know there's been some announcements on the server, but maybe to show us all at once here. The big one that should be on everybody's radar is our extra live stream coming November 5th to the 7th. We raised $3,500 for Child's Play charity last year, and we're hoping to be somewhere in that ballpark again this year. We're really excited for this event. We did it kind of on a whim last year and put something really cool together. So we're really excited to have learned some stuff and be able to plan going into this. So this is going to be a stream 3 nights in a row. We'll be doing a 1-day Baddy League each day along with some other 4 fun events. So our headliners, we're going to have a Valorant tournament, a Smash tournament, and a League of Legends tournaments. The Smash tournament will be open to anybody who has ever played in Baddy Smash. So you will see signups posted on this server. We will have a qualifier event of some sort earlier in the week to determine who qualifies for this main headliner events during the charity stream. And then we're also going to have some side events like Salty Sweets and whatnot. So if you really specifically want to challenge somebody in the Baddy Smash community to a salty match of some sorts, last year we did, if you donated X amount, you could lock yourself in for a salty match. So keep that on your radar as well. For some other big Team Swain events, we've got the Baddy Valorant League returning soon TM for Season 3. I don't run that league, so I can't say anything more concrete than that. But we've also got, as you may have seen in the post on this server, our Baddy Ball Z X Baddy Gear event is going to be coming next month sometime. Both of these games really beginner friendly, and we've done Baddy Ball in the past. We've had people who had never played, most of us had never played fighting games before and had a lot of fun. And I think Guilty Gear is another great game where we've had some people in the side event this season that have had a great time playing Guilty Gear. So if you are at all interested in playing either of these games, you'll be able to sign up for it. You could play in one game or you could play in both if you're interested. So I hope we will see some of you there for one or both of those. The SBL is coming back for Season 2 too. That'll be coming sometime after the end of the year. And hopefully we'll be doing some small Smash events. So keep an eye on this Discord. I may do random one-night tournaments. You know, maybe we'll run a random bracket here or there. Maybe we'll do an all random or actually do a reverse mains brackets. Who knows? It's going to be kind of ad hoc. It's going to be a bit before I run anything. We're going to take some time off after Baddy Smash. But I do, since we are going to be on hiatus, would like to run some stuff intermittently. And once again, as I think most of you are aware, there's been a lot of discussion around this season. I did announce before the season that after 3 straight years of doing Baddy Smash, you know, more or less nonstop, we were going to be going on hiatus after this season. So if you had missed that memo, yes, there will not be another Baddy Smash coming a couple months from now, like there has been up to this point. It's been 3 years. It's been a lot of fun running Baddy Smash, but it has been a lot of effort running Baddy Smash. And I am definitely ready for a break. But after having had some, time to reflect on what we've accomplished over the last 3 years and how much fun Baddy Smash has been, I have also decided I am ready to announce Baddy Smash will be coming back after a long break for Baddy Smash 7 next summer. So this will be a longer break than we have ever had before, but we will have a definitive return date coming. So if you were hoping to see Baddy Smash returning on a more formal note, I am happy to announce this is news to most of you, actually. We've kept this on the down low, but Baddy Smash will be back next summer. So if you have been on the fence, or maybe you're ready for a break, but after a break you will be itching to play some Baddy Smash again, this will be a full-fledged Baddy Smash production as you know and love it. So guys, keep an eye on this server until next summer, when I look forward to having a chance to reconnect with all of you. But before we can get to that, we have a top 8 to get to tonight, guys. So we've already had one player drop out, so it's really only a top 7. But folks, we've been blessed with our top 8s in pretty much every season of Baddy Smash. So I am hoping we will get that one more time. So good luck to everyone competing tonight. Guys, I have a little bit of a break before I'm going to be getting on the mic. So we're going to actually be doing a stream swap here in a sec. And then we're going to have Joe and Slade starting things off, and I will be coming back to join you guys in a little bit. So everyone, please stay tuned for the Baddy Smash Season 6 Top 8.